Good morning. Good morning to Sarah. Absolutely, we're adding you to the list. Of course. Sarah and her cats. You got it. Don't know if you'll make the live. The bug guys want to be here at 9. Oh, okay. Good morning, Barbara. Peace and love to you as well. We're in for a heck of a week, I think, with everything going on. I'm trying a new display. And I was trying the new laptop that we got, but I couldn't add myself to the stage. So I'm back on my iPad. I'm glad I came on a little early to check that out. Um, so I want to build the list this morning. We're talking about Sarah and her cats, and Jax, and Rosie, and Richie. And please help me build the list. Adding is Kelly Bach, Barbara, Liz. Let's see. Yes, Barbara, there we are. Barbara on the list. Gotcha. Good morning, Paul. Thank you for putting on that candle. We appreciate it. Oh, I'm so glad you came right when your name was mentioned. That's perfect. I love it. You are loved. You are very loved. Kim Princess, good morning. Let's see. We're building the list this morning and we're in for a busy, busy week. I don't know if you listened to Jennifer Lisa Vest, but I posted a video that she shared on my post page, and I really think that how she says things in this particular video is so very succinct. So check it out if you'd like. And of course, Libby and her mom will be on our list. And Michael, Terry's brother, and Eric, Terry, Diana, our dear Diana. Let's see, Sarah, Jax, Rosie, Richie, Kelly, Barbara, Liz, Libby and her mom, Michael, Eric, Terry, Diana. Yeah, Lisa Vest is amazing. She is amazing. I think it's going to, well, it always is. It's very important this week to stay grounded and to stand in our light. A lot is being done as distraction for entertainment purposes only. And we are here to anchor light and just keep doing what we're doing. The people who need to wake up will wake up. Oh, yes, any delicious smells over at Paul's place this morning? Curious minds want to know. Are you baking by any chance? We're expecting a wintry mix this morning. So I don't know if we're going to get rain and snow mixed or sleet. I'm not sure. I did the feeds and it was just starting. I could hear drops hitting the leaves and the fir trees around me just as I came in from doing the feeds. And I had to unlock the back gate because we have a PUD person who comes to read the meter. So I put a note on the meter, which is inside our back, one of our gardens. And I put a note on there, please remove after reading. So I always make sure the gate's unlocked for him to do his job. Good morning. Jules had a wonderful video she put up. Everybody check it out. And oh, how gorgeous it is up there on Resilience Ridge. And I loved what you shared. I loved what you shared. It almost sounded channeled, which is fantastic. I think we all can do that when, like Jules, we are standing grounded and in our light, without question, without fail. I loved your video. It's just beautiful. So check it out. Check it out. You need to get grounded. Yeah, a stone helps. A stone can really, really help with that. Carrying one in your pocket, for instance, can really, really help with that. Pushing on the nerve center that we women have just below our belly buttons and pushing in on that while breathing in, that can ground you very quickly. When you're busy, when you're working, when you don't have time to run out and hug a tree, you can do that and ground yourself really quickly. Let's see. Paul's not baking today. On my way soon, seeing Rebecca Lynn, next door neighbor. Oh, that's awesome. That's nice. Oh, let's see. Jules says, oh, thank you. It's so crazy to finally post one of those videos. I'm so glad you did. I saw that you had posted a boom, baby. I was on it. It showed up in my feed. And I'm like, yes, I definitely want to see that. Absolutely. Oh, I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was beautiful. You know, this morning, Jules, I was trying to use, my husband and I got a laptop. And you're viewing me on an iPad right now. And I'm having difficulty with this laptop. It's an Apple, so I shouldn't be having difficulty with it. But I couldn't add myself to the stage. so I was very thankful that I could just grab my iPad real quick and show up. It was very strange. I'll have to look into that and see, restart it perhaps. I don't know. That's going to be an issue. I need to find out how to get around that issue because it's important to be able to show up and be seen when you invite everyone to come and meditate with you. It's much better when you show up. Yeah, it is fun to get a notice and go watch. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It can be difficult to ground sometimes. I like eating grounding food, and I also like to support the gut biome by eating beans, whatever kind is good for you, for your system and your taste, for entertainment purposes only. But it's really good for your gut biome. And taking care of our body is very important at this time. Taking care of all our bodies, the mental, what we feed, what we read, what we watch, what we look at, what we think about. Our emotional health. I am careful about what music I listen to because I used to like, whoops, I just dropped my pen. I used to like hard stuff, hard rock, headbanging kind of stuff. But I had a lot of anger to work through. And I've noticed that as we go through this ascension process, our tastes and what we are comfortable with changes. And that goes for food too. But yeah, sometimes we can approach being grounded by many routes. You know, food, what we think, what we eat, even what we drink. I put lemon in my water to help me because I tell my body this is going to help me. What's that word? Alchemize the codes that are coming in and the codes that are happening around me as I'm in the world, and help me to bring new codes into my system with ease. So I do a thing and ask for an extra angel to help me through this process. And they come as a soft voice, and we just learned how to listen to that really soft voice. Good morning, Fatima. What's Fatima talking about? Let's see. Blessings, everyone. I had a phone call from my husband's doctor this morning. He said no cancer found for now, but we'll have another colonoscopy in 2 years because polyps can become. That is wonderful news. I am so happy to hear that news. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing that with us. That is totally amazing news. I love it. Good morning, Christy. Let's see, there we go. Trying to show that comment. There we go. Good morning, Christy Storms. What a great name. Happy Monday. Good morning, good morning. Where's our Teresa? I was thinking of our Teresa because I'm really hoping that her cats begin to get along, because the older cat, Millie, is not being very kind to the young cat who was feral, who was brought in. And it's been months, and Millie just is not wanting to share the space very graciously at all. Actually, I'd like to put Millie on the list. There, Millie. There we have it. Oh, that's such good news for team. I know it's something to wait for test results. I had a physical last week, and I got the test results, and I waited a couple of days to read them, and they're great. So I am super thankful. So I know what it's like recently to wait for test results and then be so thankful. I go out to my tree and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for helping. Please keep helping. Thank you for helping. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, sweetheart. Absolutely. Did you all have a good weekend? I hope so. Nice to see Christy as a new face. Nice to see her here. I think it's incredible what the orange one did this weekend. But as a Native American, I really agree with Lisa Best in what she had to say about a lot of the things that were done in the past are coming back. And the United States of America cannot go around the world telling the world how to behave. It's a relatively young country compared to others, so it's been acting like a teenager for quite some time, and it's time for that to stop. It's time for many things to be appreciated and honored and respected. And I remind myself that we've outgrown many, many things and come quite a long ways. And we have to just hold, continue to hold the light we are. Protect your energies. But be grounded. Know that all is loved. There are more angels around than there have ever been in the history of ever. Good morning, William. Yeah, I truly love Lisa's intelligent story style. Me too. Me too. I'm so grateful for it. Good morning, Leah. Leah's driving as usual. Where are you going today? Where is she going today, I wonder? Safe travels, dear Leah. Safe travels. Are you driving to work? Are you driving to help someone? Are you what's going on? Inquiring minds want to know. Because I know it's 7 a.m. here, but I realize, you could be, I don't know where you live, Leah. It could be 9 a.m. where you are, or 10 or 11 even. So I don't know where you are. Hunting adventure. Oh, now we have even more questions. What are you hunting? Where are you going? Interesting. Yep, safe travels. Safe travels. I do meditations every night. for quite some time now. Over 1,300 days in a row. uh, Whoops. Oh, Christy, I love this. When things get dark, I like to remind myself an arrow needs to be pulled back to launch forward. We are being pulled back now. Very well said. Very well said. That's right. Just hold, hold, hold. Stand in your light. Lee says, I'm cleaning and doing the best thing I can, being grateful. Oh, good. Good, good, good. We are proud of you for doing so. Good morning, Mary Thornberry. It's so nice to see you. Breathe in the air. That's right, Leah. Just breathe. Just breathe. We can be a very grounding and positive force when we stay out of fear. And for those just waking up, our presence is required. Our resonance, I should say, makes a difference. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning and happy Monday. Off to another week we are, an exciting week to be sure. And don't be afraid to care. That's right, Leah. Absolutely. Absolutely. We've been holding the light, and I think what's most valuable about our energy at this time is having faced our dark unarmed, embracing our shadows, embracing healing of those shadows, realizing there are no bad parts, integrating the changes, integrating and transmuting energies from the inside out. This, when we say that we stand in our light, it is no small thing. We have been tested and still stood true. So it's no small thing when we do this. Patricia, good morning. She says, good morning, Annie. And sitting on my red light pad, had to rest most of the weekend as I was very achy. Me too, Patricia. Maybe full moon brought on more achiness. Anyone else affected? Me too, Patricia. I have been particularly sore, very achy all weekend. Yesterday, I didn't even go for a walk, and you know that I walk 2 to 3 miles a day, every day. We had a grandchild over, which was big fun. But afterwards, I just had to put my feet up, and I think it is. Diana did a show with Val on Friday night about the full wolf moon. It was really good. Check it out. Really good. And she also spoke of some of the solar activity. And I think that's why we're feeling this. Not to mention all of the other things, the transmuting we're doing right now. we're doing a lot. And I'm sure that we're doing much more in our sleep as well. So, and let's see, let me see what I've missed. Lyrics, Pink Floyd, she's saying. Good morning, Leah. Good morning, good morning. Got to get in to get out. That's right, Leah. We can pray for containment and join the angels in holding the earth close. Oh, I love that, Jules. I love that. Lower back. Yeah, me too, Leah. Yeah, you're right. Mary says if anyone watched Stephen Burns yesterday, go give him support. He had a lot of bad comments, not no chat comments, some calling him something. I reported the comment, don't know how that works, but go help. It does help when we make comment. I also leave comments when I'm unable to comment on something. You can report that as well. I'm sorry that he's having that experience. There's a lot of bots and a lot of boneheads, but I appreciate you bringing that to our attention. Yeah, I appreciate you saying so. Meaning in the comments section, not the chat section. Oh, okay, Mary, gotcha. I understand. Jules says super sore and achy. Yeah, took extra naps. Oh, good for you. I can't nap. Right, good show for sure. It was a really good show, wasn't it? Oh, and Stephen Burns is so cool. I haven't watched him. He does all the science, then pulls out the singing bowls. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I need to write his name down. Stephen Burns. Thank you. I believe I've heard that before, his name, but I have not investigated. I've kind of pulled back. I haven't been online as much. This last week, I've been needing more just mental quiet. And I've been doing some things around changing things here at home. And yeah, let's see, Carolyn. Callie Healer is going to be on with Scott at 7 p.m. Eastern today. Yay, love Callie Healer. She is beautiful and wonderful. And her and I are preparing to do a ceremony coming up on Saturday. It's an Earth Sky ceremony, and we will be, I'll be sharing that. We'll record it and then share it. So what I would encourage anyone who's interested in viewing that and participating in it would be to, if you've ever been curious about a little bit of a deeper journey with your guides and angels, with your connection with Mother and the star nations. Because you remember, the more grounded you are, the higher you can reach. We are all this, beautiful spirals of energy. And that travels in both directions all the way home and all the way to the center of the earth. Because she is our home while we are here. She's our mother while we are here. So if you're interested in that, I have updates to follow. Updates to follow. Good morning, Debbie. How are you today? How's your mama? I wanted to put you on the list because we're building that new list this week. Debbie and her mom. So let me show you about, thank you, Jules, about who we got so far so you can help me build a list this week. We've got Sarah and her cats, Jax and Rosie, Richie, Kelly Bach, Barbara, Liz, Libby and her mom, Michael, Eric and Terry, Diana, Millie, Debbie and her mom. I would also, for those of you who drum and have drummed for quite some time, feel free to bring your drum when Kelly and I do ceremony, because you may want to drum for yourself as well. And I hold earth energy while Kelly holds sky energy. And Mother knows and loves all our children, every single one of us. So you might want to think of it as bringing a soft blanket and sharing this space with our beautiful Mother, and bringing some water and maybe a crystal or a stone that is helpful to you. One that you have a bond and affection with and for. Good morning, Jen. Nice to see you. Nancy and Marilla, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. Marilla and Nancy, that's right. Thank you. And that way, while you're listening or viewing, you can drum up for yourself. And this also affects the earth and the world and the people and the energies around you. When you are in your heart space and you are grounded and you are in touch with earth and sky, and you are standing in the middle holding your light, shield held high, you affect the world around you. And it's beautiful when we can do this together with intent. Oh, Leah says her neighbor Ann passed. Thank you for the prayers. Good journey to your neighbor Ann. Good journey. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Whoops, let me show that. Sometimes I hit with my thumb too quickly. At Tony and Allison, absolutely. Tony and Allison, you got it. Thank you. Mary says, I want a mom. Oh, sometimes I wish I was forever 3 years old and just taken care of with no responsibility, just in the bliss of play and young. Oh, I can understand that. I can understand that. Yeah. There's that space, those littles in your heart. Your littles, you have many littles within. And that one is alive and well and needing of your attention. Welcome her home to your high heart and accept that. Accept her and him. Because we have these inner children of both sexes and all ages, all the way up through elders. Um, you know how you know right from wrong? And you just know, you know right from wrong. We're born knowing right from wrong. We're also born with all of these various inner children of both sexes, all sexes actually, and all ages. And the more we embrace that and accept that and bring that into our heart and soul, the more awake we become and the more frequency we carry, the more our awareness grows. And it's funny because compassion, awareness, love, wisdom, witnessing awareness, all of these grow with us. And bitterness falls away, and self-pity falls away, and a lot of judgment falls away about ourselves and others. And it becomes a beautiful, almost, I want to say immersion, but not immersion in the way we're used to. If you were able to immerse yourselves in water and stars at the same time, that might come close to explaining it. I'm sure someone will have a better way to explain that than I do. Let's see. Carolyn is saying, whoops, if the weather, I'm having a heck of a time. If the weather is nice, I'll watch barefoot outside. My best connection. Oh, I love that. I love that. Yes, mine too. Mine too. Yes, no bad parts. Absolutely. And when we accept responsibility for ourselves and we accept that, we become more than we were before, and we're able to hold more frequency and allow emotions to pass through us without attaching ourselves to them and without the judgment that can sometimes weigh us down and hurt us, because we trust that we know right from wrong, and we protect ourselves and call in our guides and angels and ancestors, for they're there all the time. But to actively and on purpose call them in, that's a game changer. Oh, thank you, Patricia. She's burning Palo Santo. Thank you. Thank you, Leah. We all are, especially together. Especially together. Yes. Light for Leah, for your neighbor. There will be many things, I think, that will try to take our attention away from our strength. Don't be fooled by any of it. Just stay grounded. Stay focused on carrying the light like we are now, holding our shields, calling in protection. If there's any darkness within ourselves that we need to face, we will do so, because we have the help of our guides and angels and ancestors, because we have the awareness to know and realize that it's something coming up for healing. It's something needing our attention. I like to picture my inner selves as having little pieces of paper and coming to me when I call with my guides and angels and ancestors with me. Sometimes I'm drumming. Sometimes I'm just being still. Sometimes I'm walking in nature or washing dishes when this happens. And an inner part will come to me with like a little note. It could be an emotion accompanying it. It could be sorrow, anger, sadness, loneliness, something funny. It's usually something needing my attention, jealousy, and I'll say, thank you for bringing this to my attention. You don't have to carry this alone. You don't need to be frozen in that moment. Whenever that moment occurred, welcome home to my heart. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. We don't need to feel jealous or angry or lonely or hurt or any of that's fear. That's fear talking. And we don't need to keep that. We can absorb the authenticity of those feelings, breathe that in, and allow that to be transmuted. I hope that makes sense. No, I haven't watched the news for years. Yeah, you're wise to think so. Hey, Dolly, good morning, beautiful. Yeah, you're kind of the same way. I love it. Patricia says, that no bad parts reminds me of Barbara Woodhouse, English lady that wrote a book called No Bad Dogs. She helped others understand dogs in a way that was so humane and made so much sense. Oh, I love that because that is so true. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, that is wisdomless. Absolutely. Debbie says we have power and knowledge over our shadows, and our ancestors are here helping us purify our energy. They are. And when we let go of things that have hurt us, ways of being and thinking, eating, drinking, any of those things, they are just like, yes, yes, they're so happy and proud of us when we empower ourselves, when we remember to ask. They're so happy. Oh, Dolly has that book. I love that book, No Bad Dogs. I love the other end of the leash. If you've ever heard of that book, that one's really good too. It talks about things from a dog's point of view. And, I've read a lot of Temple Grandin books, and she speaks of where animals, dogs teach us how to be human. That's another really good one that Temple Grandin wrote. And it talks about the drives that various animals have. And I think parlay this into medicines when you're thinking of various medicines, whether they're predatory or prey, what their basic drive is. Like a dog's basic drive is to seek. So, like if you hide food for a dog, like we hide treats for Rosie, it's one of her favorite things. And we hide them, break them into pieces, and hide them in blankets, and then allow her to find them. And her nose is going crazy, her eyes are bright, she loves it. So a lot of figuring out what the drive is really, really helpful. And I think that applies in some sense to people as well. Because our drives color our perceptions. So when our drive is, I want to be of service, I want to be grounded and be of service to Mother Earth. And I want to fulfill my purpose that I told Creator I was going to come down and do. That all my teams and us, we all talked about. I want to do that. When that's our drive, it changes our perceptions about ourselves, about others, about situations. And we begin to see lessons in things where before, when we were the center of the universe, we couldn't quite grasp it. So anyway, when we do that, thank you, angels. They're helping me speak today. That's wonderful. Let me see what I missed. Oh, thank you, Paul. He says, hello to all coming in. I had the front door at that time of the mount. Okay. Not sure, but I believe you. Hey, Jax, good morning. I'm going to add you to the list here because I know you are busy healing. There. No, I already, you know what? You were the second name I wrote down. Never mind. You're already on there. Let's see. Debbie says that came to me when I was reading my coffee yesterday. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Dolly gives hugs to everyone. I'll take one of those. Thank you so much. And hugs to Carolyn, as Carolyn too. Oh, thank you, Dolly. Oh, good morning, Judy Campbell. I'm getting in late, better late than never. Dang straight. That's so true. That is so true. Oh, Dolly. Oh my God, Temple Grandin is my hero. I love her too. She has autism like I do and sees things through visualization. I love her books. Her books blew my mind. They are in my permanent library, which, when I was young, I had a much bigger library. Excuse me. But after I turned 50, I pared down quite a bit and I stay pared down. But she is on my permanent shelf because the things that she shares, I love when it, like the things she says about animals. Because when I was helping wildlife, I was talking to the Wildlife Center and talking to them about how we could make the deer not be so afraid because they're herd animals. So they want to move in a certain formation, more of a circle. So sharp edges and mud puddles and yellow coats. The color yellow freaks them out, just like it does cattle. And Temple Grandin shared that with the world. She's brilliant. But dogs make us human. I love that one. That one is super good. And there's another one, Dolly. There's Ben Kilham wrote a book about bears. I hope you can find it. It's so, so good. And actually, bears have an organ that they named after him. The Kilham organ is in the top of their mouths. And they didn't know this for the longest time. That bears they'll put a leaf, and they viewed this and videoed it and, have it on film. But they can take a plant and allow it to run through their mouth. And that organ in the top of their mouth will tell them whether it's okay to eat. And when I was in wildlife, there was someone far wiser than me, and he knew so much. He was a naturalist. He was the in-house naturalist. And he was telling me that bears are the only ones that instinctively are born knowing what kind of berries they can eat. The same way that like orangutans instinctually know that snakes are scary and bad and stay away from them. Because in their world, that's one of the scariest things. But it's just amazing. We need people with autism to show us and teach us, like she does, about the things we wouldn't normally see, notice, much less understand. So I'm with you on that. We need the magic and wisdom of everyone being themselves and sharing things that the rest of us can't see. Excuse me, I get excited. I just love her. Patricia, Dolly, I watched her public TV shows decades ago. She helped me understand so much that I had observed about dogs, and probably sparked an interest in animal communication. Absolutely. Absolutely. I loved the movie they made about her too. Dolly says, excuse me. Oops, I'm having a heck of a time sharing it. Patricia, Dolly used to work for PBS, and her shows were always part of pledge drives. Oh, that's one of the coolest jobs ever. How cool is that? Awesome. Jax, thank you. I appreciate it. I tried to make my post-op follow-up. Not covered. Dang it. And I can't afford it. I'm sorry. I guess I just hope it's okay. I hope these are dissolving stitches. Very frustrating. I would encourage you for entertainment purposes only. Normally, we do not talk about things medical. If I were in your shoes, though, I would call the nurse and talk to a nurse. I would definitely talk to a nurse. Extra angel with Jax, please. It's a good thing we got you on the list, hon. But, yep, extra angel. Ask for an extra angel to help you have that conversation, Jax. That would be my hope that you do. Jules says she's amazing. She is. I have not read any of her books, but her videos are easily found. Yes. Yes, they are. Ben Kilham. Yep, Ben Kilham. That's the guy. He wrote a book about bears that I've read 2 or 3 times. I love it so very much. He discovered things about bears that no one else knew, like the fact that bears will sometimes adopt another bear's baby if there is need, and that they share their territories, and they are a matriarchal society, and they will share their territories at different times of the year. And there's so much wisdom in it. And he is the most down to earth dude you could imagine. Absolutely not a drop of woo woo. But he's really, really good. So I highly recommend. It's one of my favorite books. Oh, Jules often have bears. Oh, how wonderful! How wonderful. Dolly. Oh yes, a super sensitive soul. Temple. Name so fits her abilities. It really does. Temple Grandin. So cool that you worked for PBS and supported her, and probably all kinds of other great shows. No kidding. No kidding. I have a grandson who's autistic. Carolyn says, I have an autistic nephew and wanted to connect him with my horse. His dad, my brother, went on and on about how scared he was of horses, and when we got to the barn, my nephew wouldn't get out. Oh, darn. Darn, no one can understand that better than horses. And you know what? We need to meditate here in a minute, but you all know Mark Atha, the spirit whisperer. He has often spoke of, Pan. He introduced me to Pan, God of the Wood. But many times horses and dogs switch. A dog will be a horse will be a dog. And I'm very curious about how that happens and why those two. And what other animals? Do cats often do they often inhabit another type? Because they're all from the angelic realm and they're all here. Every animal on earth is teaching us a lesson. That's incredible. They're all from the angelic. Christy says, 2 of my children are on the spectrum. They're absolutely amazing. We celebrate all our differences and learn from each other every day. That is exactly how it should be. Absolutely. I love that, especially the makeup and set design. Oh, I love design. Oh, good. We need to get to meditating. What a good idea. Patricia says, Carolyn just came to me about getting your nephew a stuffed horse to get him connected that way first. Horses are amazing healers and have the biggest heart in the animal kingdom. And Dolly says people on the spectrum connect with animals so well because we are a little out of phase with our bodies in the spirit world, and the animals speak to our souls. One of the most beautiful, I believe that, one of the most beautiful things that I saw, my grandson is autistic, and when he first met our dog, he laid on the ground and he said, okay, to the dog, he said, these are pebbles. This is how they work. And he was showing her the world through his eyes. And it was so beautiful to see. And he was so kindly and lovingly talking to our dog, who was young at that time, to explain the world to her. And it was beautiful to see that. So yes, we celebrate all our differences. We need we're all puzzle pieces. And that's why it's so important that we be authentic. Because we need all of our pieces together to make the story complete. So with that, let's rub our hands together, because our chakras points in the center of your hands is the points to all your chakras meeting. So let's do that and take 3 deep breaths. in my mind's eye, we are all here together, standing amongst the shards of geode that broke open last week. And all of the pieces inside this geode are shining with starlight and with our light. We have our shields held high. We have guides and angels with each of us. Each of us has guides and angels and ancestors. And they are all here standing with us now. The light that I often see in the center of our circle is now more like a wave. And we can all see it. We all have a personal relationship with this light because this is Creator. This is Source. This is Great Spirit. This is the Great Spirit that is in every living thing. Our feet are firmly planted. Our taproot, as Joe describes it, is reaching down, down, down. And here we are in the center of Earth and Mother's heart. Held by her, held by our grandmothers. Today it's the grandmothers who are saging us. The bird tribes are here as well. And their wings are wafting the smoke, and it's hard to tell sometimes which are angels and which are bird tribes. We can hear Mother's heartbeat, we can feel it, and we feel it because our own heartbeat resonates with hers. Not only do we know we are loved, we can feel it in our heartbeats. Mother loves all her children. All her children. The ones we like, the ones we don't. She loves all her children. Here we are, standing in our light, grounded, grounded, grounded. Sacred smoke, cleansing us. As we release, open your own wings at this point. Release anything that does not belong to you. Any energy that does not belong to you in your mental body, in your emotional body, in your physical body. Align with your spiritual body, who knows the spiral home. And that spiral travels in all directions, both stirred up and down, before and behind you, to each side of you, on all axes. You carry a speck of home within you at all times. Anytime you are pulled off center, return to that speck of home, Creator within you. It is yours and yours alone. One day you will learn to travel through this. One day you will remember how to travel through this. Any time that you wish to speak, so to speak, with your guides and angels, even off planet, with the medicines that walk beside you that help you every day. Just ground. Push on that point that's just below your belly button. That is how you can ground in a hurry. Each of your palms has a representation of all your chakras. When you put them together and you ask for help, you say, Mother, please help me ground. Creator, please help me remember the speck of divine light that I am. can feel the warmth in your high heart, in your palms, all through your bodies, as you remember more of who you are here on purpose at this time of great change on earth. Great change. A reset. Where we value all. In a world where equality is given. Equality is part of the foundation, as it always has been in the natural world. As we align ourselves with the natural world and we care for our bodies, we align more and more with our purpose. Each of us uniquely different on purpose. Be your authentic, beautiful selves, Mother says. Be your authentic, beautiful selves. Be kind to yourself and others. Be the calm you seek. As you do so, you change the world around you. This is what it feels like to ascend with Earth. For she is the star of this show. And we, her children, are coming along. Some of us have had many, many walks preparing for this one. So believe in yourself now. Ask your guides and angels, ask your ancestors to assist you, for they cannot intervene unless you ask. This is how diamond light is made. Authentically, humbly, sometimes quietly, sometimes loud. Consistent. Consistency is key. Holding your shield up high, it protects you and it tells the universe who you are. Standing here with your guides and angels and ancestors, and standing here with each other, cheering each other on, holding each other up, sharing our prayers, sharing our light. Love is the only indestructible thing in this free will universe. And we can bring as much of this through as we please. Running love through your crown, through your entire body and systems into earth. This is powerful. This is what it feels like to stand in your light. While we are here in this prayerful space, I want to add names to that we have spoken of to this. Sarah and her cats, Jax and Rosie, Richie and Kelly Bach, Barbara and Liz, and Libby and her mom, Michael and Eric and Terry, Diana and Millie, Debbie and her mom, Nancy and Morella, Tony and Allison, anyone affected by storms of any kind, anyone in need who is just waking up. Swoosh of love and light to them. Each of us remembers who we are, just at the perfect right time. And you are exactly where you need to be. Shine where you are. I say this to my guides and angels, and I say this to Creator. I say, wherever I am, we are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for helping. Please keep helping. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, Earth. I love you. Wherever I am, we are. Thank you, ancestors. Standing in light. Let's bring our hands together. Let our palms rub against one another, like so. Coming back to our bodies with full awareness. Cleansed, prepared, and ready for the day. Thank you so much for being here. You are loved and appreciated. Thank you. I'm so glad we were able to do that this morning. I lost track. Jack says, I saw a cool past life interview with Mr. Ed once. Cool interview. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, he's grown now, but I wish I'd thought of that, Carolyn says. Mr. Ed was his last horse left. He is coming back as human next time, as a horse rescuer. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Patricia, I just remembered my cat Thomas was staring at me over the weekend. Could tell I was trying to tell me something. I got that he could see my two lyric guides. Oh, and he liked them. Well, of course. That makes perfect sense. I love that. Hi, Marby. Good morning, beautiful one. I'm so glad you're here. Just in the nick of time. I love it. Aho. Yes, Judy. Aho. Denise. Oh, I hope you have a good week. I really hope you have a good week. Thank you all for being here. Patricia says, Annie saw my two living guides, Leo and Leah, behind me with Leo on my right, Leah on my left. One of their paws on my shoulders. Could feel their strength transmitted to me. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Blessings, Denise. Oh, good. I'm glad that was grounding, Jules. I'm very, very glad. Well, hello, Miss M. Wells. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Barbara. I was trying to highlight someone. There we go. M. Wells. I'm glad you're here. Mwah. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you so much. Judith. Oh, Judith. I'm gonna for Wednesday. Let's make sure, because I think Judith and her hubby. Yes, because we're building the list. That was a PS. There we go. All right. Bye for now, everyone. Have a beautiful day. And someone was sharing that Kelly at Cali Healer is going to have a show with Scott. Let's see, I think it's going to be 4 p.m. Pacific time. Be sure that you are subscribed to her and hit that bell so that you don't miss anything. Okay, darling, everyone, have a wonderful day. Bye for now.